Good morning, everyone. This is Anne-Marie Band on the 2nd of September for the Benzinga Pro platform. It's Moneyball Friday, and what an interesting morning we've had. Now, the great thing is, it's exactly like what we talked about yesterday, and why I said, hey, listen, yesterday was going to be an important day for turning. And so here we are off of the bounce. Now, the question is, would we have bounced if the job number was good versus bad in quotations, right? Because it's higher. The truth of the matter is that the Fed funds forward pricing for what the traders are doing really never tells the accurate story of what the Fed is going to do with rates. So this is a hopeful event, and we're going to trade the chart. We really don't care why the traders have decided to do what they're doing. We're just going to follow along. And so that's really the big thing that I want to talk to you about today. Our job is not to trade what we think, but to trade what we see. And what we really are trading when we trade what we see is we're trading what the other traders are thinking. That's where we develop our edge. It's never about what we're thinking. It's about what we think they're thinking and how that transforms itself in price. And so we've got a Friday that really is fairly bullish. I would love to say that I am still hanging on to the longs that I took off of the future space from the early part of the day, but I was a little bit chicken. Now we're up here at a pretty good resistance zone. We've drawn a line right here. It's the 401 area. Traders are going to try and battle here. Now, why? Why are they going to try and battle here? Well, my supposition is that they're going to battle here because of this and this and this. 3 prior times they tested the area. It was a battle into the zone and a rejection of it. Okay? Now, will this time be different? Potentially. But here's what we know. As it moves up into that region and it gets to the top, then we telegraph into those tiny spaces and we go, hey, I'm going to look for a rotation in price. And so we might end up looking at something like a 5-minute, right? That says, hey, tell me when price begins to exhaust. Okay, we can see by momentum and trend that it looks like it's still going to attack that range. And here's the thing, folks. If it gets into that zone and we take a short, but we pull back and it holds the Globex high, that's the high in the pre-market, this trade is going to trend higher. And so we would get out of that short. But right now, you can see the traders coming right into the zone saying, hey, you know what, I was long, I'm going to take some profit. Or they're saying, hey, this makes a nice short, and I'm willing to put $1 on the line to do it. Okay? And so that's going to be true for both the for both SPY and the Qs. Notice if we do a daily, this is the wick that the Qs are going to look at. It could really be a little higher. We know the Qs are, frenetic in their motion, and sometimes they can really run well over the top of a range. Here is the opening tick from 2 days ago, and so that's going to be the zone that we pay attention to, right? Is that area going to reject nicely? My thought is traders aren't going to swing for the fences on long action today. What could happen is that shorts who piled on at the break of or this test of the moving average have come into good solid support zones and they'll be pulling profit. Our key event is, do we get up over 405 before the end of the day? That's what we're going to watch. We've had a tremendous recovery in a ton of our positions because I did get into this move a wee bit early. So that's kind of a drag, but it is what it is. And sometimes we have to deal with that. All right, so that being said, that's what we're going after. Everything's trending higher. Take a look at this. We are under an upward to flat. Hello, lost my mouse. Upward to flat moving average on the weekly. Above a downward moving average, so we know we're moving into resistance. When you've got a negative momentum like this, the chart is trying to find resistance above. And then on the intraday formations, it is bullish. Pullbacks or buy zones. You're trading the intraday motion. You want to buy the dip, right? You buy the dip because you are sitting above both of these tight moving averages. It just gives you the little bit of roadmap of what to look for. Remember, to understand price action, you just want to look to the left and make sure you're holding. If you're thinking about long formations, look to the last candle and go, am I making a higher low and a higher high? If that answer is yes, you buy. Make it simple, folks. Don't overcomplicate things. That is just the worst. All right. Hey, that's it for me. Got a lovely long weekend. I'm going to continue to recuperate, and we're going to have a very exciting September, no doubt about it. Take care.